Hello, let's talk. This is day 69 and I'm here to practice English one more time, you know, to accomplish that task that I have. So, for today, I will talk about um, the motivation. One of the motivations that I have to learn languages, you know. Um, Let me see. Before I come here, I was watching and also listening the video clips, listen music in French, and I was thinking about that. I start thinking about that thing. Uh, because times ago I was thinking, what was the thing that making me learn that language? What's the motivation for me keep it going, keep it learning French? And for me, in that moment was just by ego. I just start learning French because the ego. Because I wanna, because I wanted, you know, to know, I wanted to know one more language. So I decided to learn the French. But stopping now to think about that thing, I start to notice that one thing that keeps me going, it is the music. You know, sometimes when I'm tired, when I'm not in the mood, I start listen music. I just stop everything that I'm doing and start listening music, you know, or in French or in Portuguese or in English, and music it's one thing that I really like, you know, I really like listening music, and if it's possible, I wanna one day I wanna start create my own music. I wanna start make my own music, and that's it. And French, in French, there's a lot of good music, for me, music that I like, you know, and also music is, the kind of music that times ago, years ago, probably I wouldn't like, you know, but nowadays, you know, I'm changing, my thought, the way of thinking is changing, you know, so because that, I'm little by little, I'm starting like each time more, each time more. I start like the music, the music is in French, the French music. There's a lot of singers, singers, the persons, that making music and you know each music, each person, they have their way of recreating one music and things like that. And what I'm trying to say here is that one more person, one more person making music, creating music, more the language and the country, the culture of the country through the music, will be more huge, will increase, and you know because it's like music, it is one thing that sometimes we like, we like, for me, I like in that moment, I want to listen to that kind of music, and in the other day, I want to listen in just this other kind of music, and if the culture don't have that kind of thing, that differentiation, that kind of like a genre of music, like the pop, the rock, the jazz, this kind of thing. If the country don't have this kind of thing, the language, don't have this kind of thing, uh, probably if you are learning one language, if I'm saying this for myself, if I'm learning one language and the music is it good? The music don't have this kind of thing, this kind of variations. Probably I don't will keep it going. So yeah, music it is one of the things, one of the motivation that make me keep it going, keep learning French. You know, when I think sometimes, what the thing that is keeping me going, wanted to learn that language. Of course, there's all the motivations. Also there there's all the motivations like I don't will stop right now because I'm already in the middle of the way, you know, or because that language, it's one huge language also, because there's there's a lot of countries that also talk, that speak French, uh, and all this kind of motivation. But the the most the most huge, the yeah, one of the most strong motivation for me learning one language is the music. Yeah, I I've started learning French, through music. I'm use the music to learn French, to learn new words, to get used with the sound. And most of the time is to not to just relax. Yesterday night I was sleeping. I was on the bed, I was, trying to sleep, and I put one French music, one music, good vibe. One music, good vibe, one music, that kind of music that make us sleep, and chilling music, I don't know, something like that. And, you know, of course, I've already did that thing, with English. English also has a lot of good music. And when I think about that thing, the answer, is that music it is the motivation for me learning language, for me for me like decide learning a language. Like let's say that I want to learn one new language. So based in that thing, based that in that kind of thing, based in music, if the music is good, and all other kind of things like the common concept talk the language, based um, like in the difficulty of the language, you know, I will see that thing first, you know, and the music. Probably the music will be one of the first things. There's a lot of language that I don't will learn, and I don't want to learn it because I don't like the sound. I don't like the sound of the language. I don't like the music is from there, and no, I don't really learn those languages, no, because this is only one personal thing. It like because I hate the country, no, it's just because I don't that kind of thing don't push me. They don't even think that make me keep like sit down in a place to stop, to stop one moment and listening, this kind of thing. So that's it. I finished right now. So that's it, man. This is the thing that I have to say today. I'm trying to make this kind of videos every day, like pushing more ideas, praying more. So like think about my subject and try to talk only about that thing. So tomorrow I will see if I will think in something and try to talk about that thing. So that's it. And I'll finish it right now. Yeah. And I'll be tomorrow as well. And yeah.